Hello, my name is Dr. Richard Tran. I'm a practicing chiropractor, and today we're going to be answering the question, what is chiropractic? Well, if you understand the foundational premise that chiropractic stands upon, it really starts to make a lot of sense in terms of how the body works and how really healing is regulated. The first process to understand is that the body is self-healing and that it's self-regulating. Self-healing. I mean, if you think that you got into an accident where you might have accidentally cut your hand, well, we know that it's not the medication that actually does the healing. Neither is it the Band-Aid. There's a lot of different processes going on within your body in order to regulate the healing process. And it's you that actually determines that healing process. The other thing is that the body is self-regulating. If you're thinking about all the different exposures of stress that you encounter on a day-to-day basis, there's things from your work and the way that you're exercising, to biochemical stresses like the types of foods that you choose or the toxins that we're exposed to even the emotional stress that impacts your body in terms of how you deal with stress related to your family or how you relate to the stress of your work. All these things, your body has to be able to process and regulate how your body deals with that stress. So once we understand that, the next premise is, what is it that really controls that self-healing and self-regulating process? Well, we know that the brain and the spinal cord actually communicate through different nerves to different areas of your body. They may communicate with certain areas like your shoulder or communicate with areas like your lungs in order to process certain toxins. However, we know that proper nerve communication is essential in order for the body to be able to adapt. So what happens when the body's not able to do that? Well, when the nerves actually become irritated or impinged, it's what chiropractors call subluxations. It often results in a misalignment within the spine that actually causes the nerves not to send through the proper communications to the body. If you're thinking about a nerve that goes from the brain and goes down the spinal cord to areas like your shoulder, we know that we need to have proper communication there. Also, we know that the nerves here also go to your lungs in order for you to breathe properly. Well, if subluxations occur, it actually results in a misalignment, and it starts to irritate those nerves coming out from the brain, which are meant to communicate with those lungs or with the deltoid or with the shoulder. Well, if this happens, well, we know that the shoulder might not be able to move as properly in order to do things like, serving in tennis, to being able to play a golf game, but it may actually also impact the way that nerves communicate with your lungs, resulting in things like asthma or allergies. Well, what chiropractors do is we isolate these areas where the nerves are actually irritated, and we apply what's called a chiropractic adjustment. Oftentimes we may use our hands or different instruments in order to relieve some of that nerve pressure so that the body can be able to send through the proper messages that it needs to. With an optimally functioning nervous system, we know that the body's able to express more of its true potential. True healing comes through addressing how the body is self-healing, but also taking into account how the nerves are communicating with that. Chiropractic follows this line of thinking, and through properly managed care, we can make sure that the nervous system is able to regulate the simple messages that it needs to.